High upon the castle rock, overlooking the ancient streets of Edinburgh, Scotland, looms a fortress that has witnessed centuries of war, betrayal, torture, and death. Edinburgh Castle isn't just a monument of stone. It is said to be one of the most haunted places in the entire world. From phantom drummers to headless prisoners, from ghostly piper music echoing through tunnels to restless spirits of soldiers who never left the battlefield. This castle holds secrets that refuse to die. But are these just legends meant to entertain tourists? Or do restless souls still wander the halls, desperate to tell their stories? Welcome to AR Mystery Hub, where history and the paranormal collide. If you love mysterious tales, haunted legends, and the unexplained, make sure to hit that subscribe button now and join me on this chilling journey through the ghosts of Edinburgh Castle, a fortress built on blood. Edinburgh Castle's history stretches back over 3,000 years. Long before the grand stone fortress, the volcanic rock it sits upon was a defensive stronghold for ancient tribes. By the medieval period, it became Scotland's most important fortress, a royal residence, and the scene of countless sieges. Where there is power, there is blood, and Edinburgh Castle has more than its share. Battles with English forces left thousands dead. Accusations of treason ended in torture chambers. Dungeons were filled with prisoners from across Europe. And each dark stone of the castle seems to have absorbed the cries of the suffering. It is no wonder then that people claim spirits linger here. Tourists, soldiers, staff, even ghost hunters report strange encounters. Icy touches in empty rooms, shadowy figures gliding through corridors, footsteps echoing down deserted staircases. But which ghosts haunt these halls the most? Let's begin with the castle's most famous and most chilling apparition, the Phantom Piper. One of the most enduring legends of Edinburgh Castle is the Phantom Piper. Long ago, secret tunnels were discovered beneath the castle, stretching toward the Royal Mile and possibly even further underground. To test where these tunnels led, a young boy was sent in, playing his bagpipes as he walked. Above ground, people followed his music, tracking the faint notes through the stone streets. But suddenly, the music stopped. Searchers rushed into the tunnels, but the boy had vanished. He was never seen again. Since then, locals and visitors claim to hear faint, ghostly bagpipe music echoing beneath the castle and through the streets above. The boy, it seems, still wanders the tunnels, forever lost, forever playing. Imagine standing alone in the courtyard of the castle at night, when suddenly you hear the faint wail of bagpipes, but no musician in sight. Is it just the wind, or the eternal lament of a child who never found his way back? If you're enjoying this dive into Edinburgh Castle's ghostly past, make sure to subscribe to AR Mystery Hub so you never miss a journey into the unexplained. The Headless Drummer. Another spirit often reported is the Headless Drummer. The earliest accounts go back to the 17th century. Witnesses described hearing the distinct sound of drumming echoing across the castle grounds, often at night, often when the fortress was under threat. The drummer was said to appear as a headless figure, beating his drum in warning. Legend claims he first appeared in 1650, just before Oliver Cromwell's army attacked the castle. Since then, the Headless Drummer is seen or heard whenever danger approaches. The mystery is, who was this drummer? Some suggest he was a soldier who lost his head in battle. Others claim he was executed for treason, condemned to forever warn of incoming doom. To this day, visitors report drumming sounds in empty corridors. No living drummer has ever been found. A warning from beyond the grave, or the restless echo of war that never ended. The prisoners of war. Beneath the castle lie dank, dark dungeons that once held prisoners from France, Spain, Ireland, and America during centuries of war. Conditions were horrific. Starvation, disease, and torture claimed countless lives within those walls. Today, visitors often report strange activity in these old cells. Doors slamming shut by themselves, sudden icy drafts, and disembodied moans. Shadows flicker where no one stands. Some claim to feel hands pulling at their clothes or pushing them from behind. Paranormal investigators have captured unexplained knocks, voices, and even scratches while exploring these dungeons. Could it be the spirits of forgotten prisoners, still desperate for freedom? The Grey Lady and the spectre of Lady Janet Douglas. Among Edinburgh Castle's many female ghosts, the most famous is the Grey Lady. She is often seen wandering the old stone chambers, gliding through passageways with an air of sadness. Many believe she is Lady Janet Douglas of Glamis, who was accused of witchcraft and burned at the stake in 1537. Lady Janet had been falsely accused, her enemies eager to destroy her family's influence. She was executed in horrific fashion just outside the castle. It is said her restless soul returned, not to seek revenge, but to wander endlessly in grief. Visitors describe the sudden scent of burning flesh, icy chills, and the vision of a woman in a gray gown drifting silently through the halls. Is she a tragic reminder of Scotland's brutal past, or does she still search for justice centuries after her death? The Black Dinner, a feast of betrayal, one of the castle's darkest tales, is known as the Black Dinner of 1440. The powerful Douglas clan was invited to dine with the young King James II at Edinburgh Castle. But midway through the meal, a black bull's head, a symbol of death, was placed on the table. It was a signal. Soldiers stormed in, dragging the young Douglases outside. They were executed without trial. This brutal betrayal left a stain on the castle's history. Many believe the restless spirits of the Douglases still haunt the grounds. Guests report ghostly figures near the banquet hall, and strange sounds of shouting and clashing steel. A meal meant for friendship turned into a slaughter, and perhaps the ghosts of the betrayed still sit at the king's table. Modern encounters. Ghost sightings in Edinburgh Castle are not just legends of the past. They continue today. During the 2001 Edinburgh International Science Festival, a large-scale paranormal investigation was carried out inside the castle. Volunteers entered different rooms, blind to their haunted reputations. Many reported sudden extreme temperature drops, feelings of being watched, and touches from unseen hands. Some claimed to see figures moving in the darkness. Tourists frequently describe cameras malfunctioning, batteries draining, and eerie mists appearing in photographs. Staff working late at night tell of footsteps following them, doors rattling violently, and whispers in empty chambers. One guard claimed to see a shadowy soldier standing on the battlements, only to vanish when approached. Another spoke of a ghostly prisoner reaching through the bars, chains clinking softly. Are these tricks of the mind, or proof that the souls of Edinburgh Castle are still very much alive? Why so haunted? Why does Edinburgh Castle seem to hold so many spirits? Historians suggest it is because of the sheer amount of blood spilled here. Wars, betrayals, executions, starvation. The castle has absorbed layer upon layer of human suffering. Psychics call such places thin spots, where the veil between the living and the dead is fragile. Perhaps the restless souls are bound to the castle, unable to move on. Or perhaps the stories survive because we, as humans, cannot forget the horrors of the past. Either way, the legends of the castle continue to grow, keeping Edinburgh one of the most haunted cities in the world. So, the next time you walk through the ancient gates of Edinburgh Castle, listen closely. You might hear the faint wail of bagpipes, the distant beat of a drum, or the whisper of a woman lost to time. Is it imagination, or are the ghosts of Edinburgh Castle still keeping watch? If you enjoyed this journey into the shadows of history, don't forget to hit subscribe to AR Mystery Hub. We explore mysteries, legends, and hauntings from around the world. Leave a comment below. Would you dare to spend a night inside Edinburgh Castle? Until next time, keep questioning, keep wondering, and keep the mystery alive.